everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I have a fun video for you today. It is a happy mail from my lovely friend Rhonda, as well as, I think I alluded to some of my videos lately that I was very, very busy and never told you what I was doing. Well, what I was doing was getting the house ready because Mr. Moss and I went on vacation. We went on a 1-week trip to celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary, and one of my friends came and stayed at the house to take care of Holly. And so I wanted the house to be super clean for her and everything, and for when I got back. And I'm going to show you what I got on my trip, because I got some fun stuff. Didn't spend a ton of money. Most of the stuff I got was actually free. But first, let me go into this happy mail. Rhonda, I have not opened it. I have just I've cut the end off. I have not looked at it. And I want to show you. Rhonda loves circles like I do, so there's some little paper circles here. This envelope is covered with paper, and on the back, look, she put these little Tim Holtz people, the music, made like a little collage. And Rhonda, this will be used in one of my journals. You know, I always use your packaging in my journals. I have known Rhonda. We've never met in person. But I've known her, and we have sent happy mails to each other, gosh, for years. I have no idea. Rhonda, if you know how long we have known each other, I mean, it has literally been for years. She's such a sweet, sweet lady. I'm going to link her channel below. She does cute like nobody else does cute. So I'm going to link her channel below. So please, please, please check her out. So let's just get into this right away. And then I will show you also what I got from the vacation. All right, so love the envelope, and that, like I said, is going to be used. Oh my goodness. Okay, so she made this. Oh my gosh, this is so cute, Rhonda. This is going in my purse. It's just a little leather-covered notebook. Look, she stapled the papers in. The papers look like they've been coffee or tea stained, and it looks like it's just notebook paper that she cut down, but she rounded all the edges like composition books have the rounded edges, and it's nice and soft and squishy. I love this, Rhonda. Thank you. That is going in my purse. And talking about composition books, here is a mini composition book. And she has, let's see here. Yeah, this is the right way here. Okay, she's just put a whole bunch. Again, it looks like she dyed. Rhonda, how did you submerge this whole thing? I mean, it looks like all the pages are stained, or did you just spray them one by one? I don't know. Anyway, she's made a little book here, and this is all, I'm going to say, without going through the whole thing, school themed, because she's just done some really cute school themed journals. And look, please sign and return. Remember that when you were in school, you had to have your parents sign something. And a lot of times it was like, because you didn't do well. Not that I'm saying anything, but and here's like a faux report card here. So it's not every page, but she's got different school theme papers and stamps throughout. This is so cute, Rhonda. I love this. Absolutely love it. And this also will probably go with me on a daily basis so that I can keep notes and everything. I am a list maker. I need to make lists. Today I went to Aldi. I had my shopping list with me. I'm putting my groceries in. You know, I had already paid. You don't have to pack your own stuff. I'm packing my own stuff. And it's like, I forgot something. It's like, dang it. So I had to pack everything up, go put it in my car, and then come back in the store to get it. So I definitely am a list maker. But even that sometimes doesn't help. Like I said, I had a list and I just totally forgot the item. Okay, so here's like a baggie full of goodies. Ooh, goodies galore here. And a lot of this looks Tim Holtz-ish. So let's take a look. I'm just going to move this over here. So I've got a whole bunch of these little people, and I'll tell you something. This, you must have a different pack than I do, or there's different people, because some of these people I have never seen before. I've never seen these two twins before. I haven't seen this gentleman before. So I think you must have a pack you must have a pack that has some different people in it. I love these, and I'm just wondering, because I don't see you using a lot of these in your work, Rhonda, that you're doing, you're destashing some things, which is great, because I love this, and I thank you so much for sending these my way. Absolutely, these will be used. I'm going to put them over here. And then she's just sent me a whole bunch of, oh, here's the little dog. See, I've never had this little dog. This is like Petey. Remember Petey from The Little Rascals? That's what Petey looks like, with that dark eye. But here is a whole bunch of these little Tim Holtz tiny little bits. And these I love to add to my collages, especially my little collage book. Sometimes I just like to add a little something, and these are perfect. And like I said, I don't see Rhonda using things like this very often. Rhonda uses very colorful things, very cute things. And when you go check out her channel, you'll see what I mean. Okay, here's some really cool envelopes. Now, I am going to guess that these are also Tim Holtz, because at one time I had a paper pad with this type of paper. It's kind of waxy, but it's craft colored and kind of waxy, but these are professionally made, so I'm assuming that these came from him also. And I'm just looking to see what we have here. Okay, so these are some papers, I guess, here. Different papers. Oh, I love these so much. Oh my goodness. And with the fall and everything coming up, everything for me gets a little bit more moody, you know, like muted down. Here's another one of these little pieces here. Here's some more papers. Oh, this is actually more cardstock from Tim Holtz. And the funny thing is, this is fairly strange, Rhonda, because I've had paper similar to this, but it didn't have this on the other side. So I don't know if he released his things different ways. I don't know. And here's a piece of acetate, printed acetate. That's really cool. That would make a nice page wrap. Here is some more paper, and this one has postcards. Now I'll have to take a good look here and see if I can find Virginia in here. These are all like vintage postcards here. Rhonda lives in South Carolina. And here's some more acetate, another piece of acetate. So cool. And this is a gentleman here. I love having images like this in my stash, because my male relatives, my dad, my husband, my son, my nephew, when I make cards, you know, it's easy to make female cards, but unless you have some male images, it's not so easy to make male cards. And they appreciate them just as much as women. So, yes, okay, so she wrote me a note here. I see this. And yes, okay, these came from her stash and a few unfinished projects. Yes, okay, and she made this so that I could fold it and use it as a journal. And Rhonda, I certainly will. I certainly will. And I love that you used the back of that for the note. And here's another little book here. Another little, look, it says art journal. And it is also, it has some pages with some stuff on it and some not. So I love these. Excuse me. I love these so much, Rhonda. I will definitely put these to good use. So thank you so much. I knew you had been destashing some stuff, and like I said, I just haven't seen you use grungy Tim Holtz stuff lately. So thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate that. Okay, so my husband and I went on vacation to celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary. We went to Asheville, North Carolina to see the Biltmore. If you've never been to Asheville to see the Biltmore, that is a must. But Asheville itself is the cutest little town. There's so much to do there, especially for artists. So I'm just saying that. There's tons of stuff to do. I'm going to show you some of the things I got. I did not spend a lot of money because the trip itself was kind of expensive. We stayed in a hotel for 7 nights. We had to eat out all of our meals. I tried to book hotels that had a full breakfast so we didn't have to buy breakfast, but and then tickets to things, it just all adds up. However, I did buy myself a few things. So not in order. I'm going to show you stuff and it's not going to be in order because it's just all over my desk. So we also went to Dollywood. We went to Pigeon Forge and we went to Dollywood. Well, I'll give you the brief itinerary. We went to Asheville for 2 days. Then we moved on to Cherokee, North Carolina for 1 night, 2 days. Then we went to right outside of Pigeon Forge for 3 nights. And then we went to Abingdon, Virginia, which is right over the Tennessee border, for 1 night and a day. So that was our schedule. So I'm going to talk about Dollywood first. We have not been like huge Dolly fans. I like her. I think she's great. I like her music and everything. A couple months ago, my husband and I watched a documentary on her life. She is an amazing woman. She truly is, and she is such a philanthropist. She's got such a kind soul. Well, my church does Operation Christmas Child through Samaritan's Purse, which makes the Christmas boxes for children that are shipped all over the world, and they have the gospel message in them. This is our big mission project that we've worked on for years. We work on these boxes all year long, not just in November or October. And we literally do thousands. Our church literally does thousands by ourselves of these boxes every year. Dollywood gives free tickets. I don't know how many boxes you have to do before you get a free ticket, but we have so many free tickets because not a lot of people have been cashing them in. But I did. I asked for 2 tickets, so we got free tickets to Dollywood, and we decided we would just go. So here is the souvenir I bought at Dollywood for 50 cents is a postcard, and it's got this steamship or steam train on it, and it is an old steam train. You can take a 5-mile ride on this steam train, which was the first thing that we did when we got to the park, was take this train ride around the park. And so I figured I had to have my souvenir from Dollywood. So that is the only thing that I purchased as a souvenir in Dollywood. Now, we did get coffee and we did eat lunch, but whatever. And we don't ride rides, but we still had a great time. We did ride 2 of the flumes, the log flume and then the inner tube one, which I got drenched, absolutely drenched on the inner tube one. But those were the only 2 rides we rode. But Dollywood seasonally changes their decorations, and right now it's decorated for fall. Oh my gosh, it is spectacular. Now, we didn't stay till it was dark, but all these decorations we saw during the day lit up at night, and I bet it's just fabulous. Okay. So when we were in Sevierville, which is right outside Pigeon Forge, when we went to Dollywood, we went to the grocery store because I wanted to have salad, so we went there to get salad bar for our dinner and take it back to the hotel. Well, they had a display of Dolly items, and this is Dolly caramel turtle brownie mix, and I was like, I don't want the brownie mix, I just want the box. Well, we bought it anyway. I made the brownies and took them to Bible study last night, but I wanted the box because I am going to do a Dolly journal. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan. I just respect her as a person, and I think she is great fun. Her museums, there's a couple museums at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge. One is her it's a whole museum with some of her outfits in it and what it takes to make her outfits, which is unbelievable. And she has quotes on the wall about beauty and everything. I will, when I work on this journal, I'll show you more because I need to print the pictures out. But I'm just going to tell you one of the funniest quotes I've ever seen. It was on the wall of the museum for her clothes, and it says, "It takes a lot of money to look this cheap." And I thought that is so funny. So I'm going to make a Dolly journal out of the box. And I just pulled out, now these are just stickers I had in my stash of butterflies because Dolly is all about the butterflies, so we have to have those in there. So basically, you know, a box of brownies, that was a souvenir because this box is going to become a journal, and my 50-cent postcard. We went to a flea market, and I bought this for $1. It is the Art Journaling by Somerset Studio. This is an ancient one. It's from 2015, so it's 9 years old. Let me tell you something. These Somerset magazines, a lot of them are not, what's the word? Time, you know, they're timeless. I am enjoying this one so much, this art journaling magazine. And there's so many ideas I want to make from this magazine. And I'm only like halfway through. I'm here. Like, I'm maybe just not even quite halfway through, and I'm thrilled. So for $1, this was such a good deal at the flea market. And then also at the flea market, I bought this. It's called Disciple Helps, a daily quiet time guide and journal. I just kind of picked it up and noticed that it's just prompts for scripture and stuff, and I thought maybe I'd do this in the evenings because I have my quiet time ritual in the morning, but I'd like to do something in the evening, so I might do that too. We went to a flea market in Sevierville, outside Pigeon Forge, and there was a church that had a book booth that was probably about 10 booths, and it was just piled with books. Piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of books. I spent probably an hour looking at the books, and I got totally overwhelmed. This is the only thing I actually bought from them. No, that's not true. I did buy a book from my shop too about fashion merchandising, but I was just totally overwhelmed. And I kept telling myself, Helen, you're trying to destash. You're trying to get rid of stuff, so don't buy anything. That's a part of the reason why you will see that I didn't buy a lot of art supplies, because I'm trying to get rid of stuff. But I just wanted to show you some other stuff that I got. So this is a little pamphlet I got at Dollywood, and I'm not even sure what's in here, but I did notice it had some cute pictures of Dolly and Dollywood and whatever. So those are going to go in my Dolly journal. And if you go to an amusement park or someplace, always get the maps, because not only are they colorful and everything, but they're a reminder of where you've been, you know, and what you've done. I don't even know, which one is the cover? Where's the cover of this? This was crunched up in our knapsack. I don't know what here's the cover here. But you can see, and I'll show you pictures, like I said, when I start working on the Dolly thing. They had these big, ginormous trees made out of all pumpkins, different kinds of pumpkins and everything, and big statues made. This owl is huge, and it lights up, and that was all made out of like light-colored pumpkins. Just spectacular. So yeah, so there's lots of fodder when you get maps and stuff. Oh, here's that big owl thing. And this guitar one was made out of pumpkins, and that's what it looks like lit at night. I only have a picture of it during the day. And then here's another park map right here. Right here. So great fodder, even just small, you know, the black and white, or just the pieces of the color, or with the stripes on it and everything for small collage and stuff. Really cool stuff. Of course, I've got tickets, my tickets. I'll use these. Even, what are these called? QR codes. You know, you can cut those up, and you can use those in collage to add the contrast, you know, with the black and white. So those were our free tickets. Of course, everyone knows to use sleeves. This one I will not forget, though. I did get this at Dollywood, and I got this after we went on that inner tube ride where I got soaked. I am so thankful. I had on long pants, but they were really thin cotton. They look like loose jeans, but very, very thin cotton. Thankfully, they dried very quickly, because it looked literally like I had just gone swimming. Everything from my hair down to my sneakers was filled with water when I got off that ride. And I was actually a little chilly when we got off, so I said, we need to go find some coffee. So my memory is sitting outside the little bakery and cafe in Dollywood drying off, because I said, we got to dry off. We don't even have towels to put in the car seats, you know, when we were both so wet. Here's a bag Yes, they gave me this cute bag just for my postcard. So I'm like, yes, please, because look, right? Bags. All right, hotel key cards. And the key card holders. I did turn in some of my key cards, but some of them I kept out. And the key card holders, you know, this goes in here, and then they have your room number and blah, blah, blah on the back side. But these already have like little pockets and stuff. And you know, these, because my husband turned his in, I'm like, what are you doing? It's like, I can use those for paint scrapers. They don't care if they get them back. They, you know, I mean, I don't even know if they recycle them when they get them back. I honestly don't know. So other things, menus. This is a takeout menu from a restaurant we went to in Asheville. It is a vegan restaurant, and oh my gosh, this was the best dinner I ever had. It was so, so good. So paper menus, they had a proper plastic menu. And I said to my husband, I really wish that they had like a paper menu. And he just went over and like snooped around and found their takeout menus and gave me one. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So that was fabulous. Okay, so here's one from the Biltmore. And here's one that we got. I don't know where he got this one. Oh, I think he got this at Rosetta's Kitchen, that vegan restaurant. These are wraps from drinks. This was a bottle of water that I got at the Biltmore. So we just peeled off the label and I stuck it on a napkin just to keep it. Now I'll either be able to pull it off or I'll glue the napkin to something. But that came from the Biltmore. And then this one was a blueberry citrus sparkling yerba mate that my husband had, and I thought that's just a really cool label. So again, we just stuck it to a napkin so that I could bring it home, you know, without it sticking to everything else. This is the guide that the Biltmore gives you when you go in, and again, it's got lots of cool pictures and stuff in it. And then they also had these, which they give you at the end, and it talks more, a little bit more about the Biltmore. But I thought that was just really a cool cover to this little book here. So somehow I'll use that. Here's some more maps. This one is from, I don't even know where, Asheville. Okay, guys, you have to go to Asheville. It is amazing. Such a great little town. Now, Mr. Moss and I actually did a chocolate tour at a chocolate factory. It's a small gourmet chocolate factory, and they run their own tours. So we took the tour. They had a chocolate tasting where they had different grades of chocolate you could taste, and then one of their bonbons, and they talked about chocolate and how you make it, and then you can go and see them making all these chocolates. And when we walked in the door, the smell was like, oh my gosh. I was like, where do I get a job here? It's like, how do I get a job here? It was super fun. Factory tours are really great if you didn't know that. And here's another map of Asheville, downtown Asheville here. Love the colors on this one too. I mean, this is free fodder. Even though I don't care, I didn't go to half of these places, and I don't really need the map because if we go back to Asheville, we know our way around. But just thinking of using little pieces of this as free fodder, it didn't cost me anything. Just had to keep my eyes open to pick these things up when I saw them. This is a Asheville, the arts and culture community. This one I got at the best store ever. If you go to Asheville, you have to go to the store Marquee, like the theater Marquee. It is in downtown it's down by the River Arts Fest area, and it was like a big antique mall / art studio, not studio, but a place where artists sell their work. Like they weren't there working, but artists just had walls and pieces of walls that they rented and had their art. Oh my gosh, there are some super talented and very interesting artists in Asheville. And the antiques, it was fun. I think we were there for over 2 hours. It was one of the most fun things we did. But on the way out, I found this. Look at that great picture of the bear in the water. And then here's some beautiful Asheville mountains. Just, you know, if you can find a book like this from, this is that store right here, Marquee. Oh my gosh, right here. The best store ever. And I have an antique mall. I mean, I have a booth in an antique mall. This would kick its butt. This is so much better. But anyway, I just wanted to show you there's also lots of great fodder in here. Look at this lovely lady, Indian lady dancing here. Really cool stuff. And then here's another one from Asheville. And I got this also at Marquee, and it's called Asheville Made, and it says celebrating local makers. Well, I didn't really even look at this. I just knew if it's celebrating local makers, it's got a lot of art. Look at this cute picture here. It's got a lot of art pictures and stuff in here. So this is great fodder too. Great fodder. And you know, some of these artists, I'll actually look up their web pages and stuff. Okay, so let's see here. All right, at that place, Marquee, there were several different artists, and I picked up their brochures or cards, business cards. I just want to tell you about this one guy, because you may actually want to look him up online. I'm sure he must have. Here's his social media right here. Take a screenshot of this right here. He's a photographer, and the name of his business is The Art of Abandonment. This blew us away because his photographs are all taken in old abandoned buildings and sites. And he had everything from huge canvases to postcards with some of these pictures on them. And they blew us away. Here's a picture of the inside of a old Air Force airplane, and it's got like all weeds and stuff, and it's all gross and dirty. There was here's an old abandoned theater. There was a gruesome one, which was like a chair in this basement. Like you could tell it was in the basement, and all the bricks are crumbling, and it was like a red chair in the middle, and it was the barber shop of an old penitentiary. And there was a like slides and a merry-go-round that just had weeds and everything growing up around it, and it was from an old amusement park somewhere. Really cool art from this guy. His name's Walter Arnold. Super fun booth. But I also picked up this one. Maybe some of you know her. I do not. Her name is Kelly Saunders, and she had a wall, like a little, they had like portable walls, you know, spaces up, like this whole thing, you know, there was little areas for artists to display their stuff. I need to look her up because I thought her work, she did like mixed media, and it looked really good. She says rich colors, messy textures, endless layers. I loved her work, and apparently so did everybody else, because there was only like 2 pictures left. The rest of her peg wall was just empty peg hooks, and it's like, oh, I need to look her up. So I'm going to look her up. Yeah, so anyway, here's just, here's my coupon from the chocolate factory. This is good forever, and I saved my little wrapper from the bonbon that was on our tasting thing. The pieces of chocolate they gave us was not wrapped in anything, but the bonbon had, it was like a caramel crunch bonbon in this dark chocolate. Oh my gosh, it was out of this world. But that kind of stuff. But okay, look at these. This is the last thing I'm going to show you, then I'll shut up. Business cards from some of the artists. Oh, okay, this person, their business card is actually a bookmark, which I thought was amazing. And they were all different patterns. Look at this business card with the bear. And then these ones here are just all different artists. Look at the back of their business cards. I mean, this is just such fun fodder right here. Now, I am going to say, and this one too, the Built-less estate. This was in a little antique booth, which was really cute because, of course, it's in Asheville where there's the Built-more estate. This was the Built-less estate. And his little cards are printed on coin envelopes, or he stamps his information on coin envelopes. So I thought that was really fun. Here's the thing, as a business owner myself, I would not take somebody's business card if I wasn't going to look up their work and check out their site and everything. I'm not just taking stuff for free. These were all people whose work I really liked, and I wanted to look up more information about them because the artists, like I said, were not on site. It was a mall. But guys, I got so much great fodder, and none of it cost me any money except for, you know, the Dolly postcard. Oh, and the book. I did pay $1 for this book. And in Abingdon, Virginia, I found a little art store that was open at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Nothing in Abingdon is open at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. And I got myself this graphite pencil or crayon. Look how big and chunky it is. And this is a 6B. So this is a medium weight graphite. And I am so super excited because I love to use pencil marks, like pencil in my work. And this one's nice and chubby. It's not thin like my regular pencil. And it supported a young lady who owned this art store. So I was like, well, I've got to buy something. It was a giant $1.70. So guys, I really, you know, way under 10 bucks, I came in and bought some stuff that's super gonna make me happy. I will make with this stuff and bring you along with me. I'm not going to be so busy now. The house has been fall cleaned. I mean, when I said I was busy, I was washing windows. Mr. Moss was outside washing the outside windows. I wanted the house to be spotless when my friend came because I wanted her to feel like she was having a week at a resort or a spa. So I mean, everything. I had to go to the laundromat and wash all the comforter and all of that mess. And so I was just super busy. So now all of that's behind me. I have got great memories. She had a nice time. Holly had a nice time. And I've got some great stuff to play with thanks to the trip and thanks to my dear friend Rhonda Coleman. Her link to her channel is below. And I will be making some videos where I am creating. I just wanted to share this stuff with you. And guys, even if you're not going away, if you have someplace like a visitor center or you go in a store, look at their business cards. Look to see if they have flyers for local attractions or whatever. And see if there's anything that appeals to you that you might want to use in your art, because there's tons of free fodder out there. I know things are so expensive anymore and we don't have a lot of money. So, you know, take advantage of that stuff. So guys, I hope you liked this video. I'm so happy to be back with you all, and I can't wait to start creating and using this stuff and having some fun. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And guys, until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.